There may be streets that have their sorrow, a smile today, a tear tomorrow. But there's a street that lives in glory. It always tells the same old story. Don't bring a frown to old Broadway. You've got a clown on Broadway. Your troubles there are out of style. But Broadway, Broadway, where to smile. A million lights, they flicker there. A million hearts beat quicker there. No skies are gray on the great white way. That's the Broadway melody. Don't bring a clown to old Broadway. You've got a clown on Broadway. Your troubles there are out of style. But Broadway, your way there to smile. A million lights, they flicker there. A million hearts beat quicker there. No skies are gray on the great white way. That's the Broadway melody. Hot dog.
Yeah. I think you can probably tell my initial reaction. We're going to be covering loosely the Broadway Melody from 1929, the first, film with sound to win an Academy Award. And it's a musical, and I'll get out, up front that I'm not really a big musical fan. I just think, the best musicals are the ones that the music serves the story. This, it's not good. It's probably one of the worst film experiences I think I've ever had the pleasure of watching, or rather the misfortune of watching. And there are a few reasons for that, but I'd like to just get out of the way that usually I'd script these reviews, and usually they would be I would talk about the themes and ideas and pick it apart, deconstruct it. I can't do that with this. I did have a script prepared for it, but I can't bring myself to I can't bring myself to learn the script or read the script or deconstruct it, because there is nothing here to deconstruct. Absolutely nothing. Its only purpose is to present you with music, not very good music at that, really. And I sat there bored throughout watching this. There is nothing inherently good about it. If we're talking how it looks, as in the cinematography, yeah, it's static. There is nothing artistic about it. There's nothing to like in terms of its use of camera. Whereas something like Wings, it did amazing things with its camera, and it looked really good. Comparing it to that, everything's as wide as possible to get as much coverage as possible, and it's very static, and the static nature of it does not add to the enjoyment whatsoever. There's nothing to enjoy about it. It's a musical and the music isn't anything memorable at all. And, I know that this is a film from the 1920s, heading into this was the era of the talkies, or the introduction of talking films. But for this to win a Best Picture award, I just don't see it. I just don't get it. I'm probably coming off a bit too harsh on this, but really, that seems to be the overall resounding criticism, is that it won't hold up. It doesn't hold up to modern scrutiny. And I'll agree with that. It doesn't. Because, the bare bones of a plot here is that 2 or 3 people trying to make it big on Broadway. I think it's Eddie Kearns. He has a song written for Broadway, and he enlists 2 sisters, Hank and Queenie, to help him. One of them, Hank, he's getting married to. And there's the sort of idea in there that, never give up on your dreams, always, strive to be the best you can, and, all that, essentially Disney before Disney. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel as though, as a piece of film history, fine, if you're going to archive it and watch it as a piece of cinema history, that's fair enough, that's fine. But if you're going to go into this looking for any form of enjoyment, you're really not going to find it. Because there isn't inherently anything to like about it. There's nothing really to enjoy. I mean, maybe a few of the musical numbers are okay, but what I found watching it was that the scenes go on for way too longer than necessary, and I made this, or sort of made an assumption with Seventh Heaven that it takes ages for people to actually do anything. That's an understatement for this film. Everything. There are so many pauses in the dialogue, so many instances of people, waiting to do stuff. And Wings had a fantastic. Its use of editing was extraordinary. This just doesn't have the same pace, the same sort of drive, and it's probably one of the most boring films I've ever seen. And I don't really know what else I can say about it apart from that, because I didn't enjoy it, and it's something I will never ever watch again. And I don't know if you can discern, valid criticisms from this off the cuff video, because usually I would set my teleprompter up and read the script from that. I felt I needed to give you a more honest reaction to it, and if you can discern any form of intelligence from the points I've been trying to raise, then that's good. But if you enjoy musicals, then you'll probably want to see this for its historic purposes. It's certainly not the best musical I've seen. It's nowhere near the best musical I've seen. I'm a man that doesn't like musicals. There's nothing. To be honest, I would still recommend people watch it, purely for the fact that it's a piece of film history that you need to know where things have come from and how things have progressed. So for that purpose, I think go and watch it. Otherwise, it is definitely one to avoid. It's nothing interesting. It doesn't engage with you in the way that, say, Wings did, or we'll get to more engaging films later down the line. It's probably one of the first Oscar films I've actually really physically hated. Not on the same level as, say, Pain and Gain, which was detestable in its level of hatefulness. I hate it because it just didn't engage with me on any level, and that's the thing I'll take away most from watching this, is that I wasn't interested in it from the very first scene to the very last. It's a boring mess of a film, and that's all I can really say. I mean, that's all I got from it. And that's probably the last thing I'll say on this, is that it's a film I will never, ever watch again. Thanks for watching this brief review of the Broadway Melody from 1929, the first film with sound to win the Best Picture award at the Oscars, and boy was it a chore to watch. That's why the unscripted review. There will be a new Best Picture video every 2 weeks, and you know, as Dream said, things can only get better. So, with love, I'll leave you, because I think it's really watching this has really taken it out of me, I must admit. So, you know, see you in 2 weeks for a review of the 1930 film All Quiet on the Western Front, which is something I'm really looking forward to watching and reviewing. So, from me, you know, subscribe, rate, comment, share, all that good stuff. Comment, you know, did you enjoy the Broadway Melody? If so, please tell me why and how you enjoyed it. But you know, it's just my opinion. So I'm going to leave you now, and you know, never watch this film ever again. But you know, from me, thanks very much.